Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Getting through this Tuesday. Almost hump day. One of my favorite days. Because that means I can start getting off work earlier. Yeah. In any case, speaking of work, there is work to be done in the cafe, one could say. We're back with Necrobarista. I mentioned in my stream yesterday that I'm switching things up a little bit in terms of my streaming. So for the foreseeable future, I will be sticking to 2 or 3 games instead of 5, because that's kind of nuts, and I want to actually get through games at a reasonable pace. So for the first few games I'll be playing will be Darksiders, which I played yesterday, and Necrobarista, because I've been really enjoying this and I want to keep playing. So, without further ado, let us switch over. And what better place to see it than the theater? Oh, wait. I should probably unmute the game first. Get rid of this other music. This vastly inferior, copyright-free music. Get that good Kevin Penkin? Kevin Penkin? I think that's what his name is. Yeah, Kevin Penkin. Get that good music. Let us continue. Any of you joining me for the first time? Necrobarista is a point-and-click visual novel where you are an employee at a cafe that serves both the living and those who are on their way out, one could say. The departed have 24 hours left before they must travel to the beyond. So they can spend their remaining day at this cafe to kind of sort out any lingering thoughts that they may have. Alright, I don't think I could do any of the stories out here. I think I'm missing stuff. That being said, so there's a main story, and then there's a bunch of side stories that kind of add to the world. And I keep doing that. Add to the world that is Necrobarista. And in the main story, you get memories or unlockables. Oh, I can actually unlock this. So you can put them into these side stories to unlock them. And then get... I gotta remember not to do that. Okay, but first, I want to make sure... So I did the Fisherman. The Fisherman was a really good one. I really like that story. Okay, I can't go through there. That's fine. Could I do billiards? Or am I missing that one too? I read the second one first like an idiot. Ah, dang it. Ignore that. Ignore that. I'm gonna do that constantly. Ooh, yep. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll unlock the one that I can unlock, I think, outside. Because that's the only one I can get. Nice notebook. I always gotta check these. It's been a little while. Ooh, I'm missing... that one. I already did that one. I don't think I can do the journal yet. Nope, because I'm still missing... Oh, I forget where this is. Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia. I still got it. Wait, did I read this one? I did read this one. That's right. This was the required one that I had to read in order to open the doors. Billiards 3. Oh, son of a bee sting. Okay. No can do there. You know what? I think I'm just gonna keep going in the main story, and I'll get to that other one later. If I get more unlocks, but let's just keep going with the main story with Kishin. And the gang. So you have Kishin, Maddie, Che, Or Shay. I'm calling him Shay just because. And Ashley. Oh, and Ned. That's right. Day 2, 8:15 p.m. outside the terminal. Also, I did give everyone a voice, so I will be attempting to kill. Oh, shoot! I left the curtain on! I'm an idiot! Ah! Apologies. Oh, wow. What a blunder that was. Okay, well, you haven't missed anything. This is literally the first scene. So, I was literally just running around looking at stuff that I could interact with. You'll see that later. Don't worry. I don't have the energy for this. Wait. I think I gave her like a slight British accent for some reason. Oh my god, it's been a week. How do, okay, I gotta remember it. Especially with everyone watching me. I'm going Scottish. Why am I going Scottish? I hope you packed enough conductors. The uniform is pretty vague. I shouldn't be worrying about the conductors when I'm not even sure I can pull the whole thing off without some sort of major screw-up happening. Governor. Okay. It's gonna take me a minute to get hers back. The other ones are a little easier. Supply new. I want the conductors for anyway. Oh. So he would have packed enough. And he knows what I've got. Ashley's helping him. Helping you with what, Madeline? Oh. Dang it! Okay, that's the other thing. I kind of... A small pet peeve. One minor thing about this game is a lot of the dialogue doesn't have any indication of who's saying it. So if suddenly someone just talks, I have no idea who's saying it. And because I've made voices for everyone, I just kind of read it, whoever is I'm currently talking as. So I apologize for that, but what can I do? There's like 20 characters so far that I've okay, there's not that many. There's like 5, but still. Piss off, Ned. This is Ned. Dude. You should respect your elders, you know. Go and listen to you. The council made you soft, didn't it? Oh, respect your elders. Follow all our totally arbitrary rules. We'll make up some cheap reason to destroy your business. My name's Ned. I love rules. You done? Yep. Cool. You sound wounded. You should be nicer. Wow, sick comeback. What was it that guy you killed said? Oh Christ, I'm shot. Oh no, woe is me. Just a little throwback humor for you. Did I strike a nerve? Did I just what? Maddie. When Ned spoke next, it was in a deep, dark cadence, steeped in guilt and self-loathing. Oh boy, okay, shit. Deep, dark cadence, steeped in guilt and dark... I am no voice actor, so apologies. If Maddie had been able to see his eyes, she would have faced a withering glare. We've rapidly reached a point of no return. I can no longer promise to shield you from the consequences of your actions. What you just did there, quoting one of my victims' dying words to me, that was low, even for you. Frankly, I'm disgusted. You dare poke at my guilt? You dare? Let's talk about guilt, shall we? I don't suppose you might have any weighing on your conscience right now, would you? Yeah, I gotta remember to tone down his his gravel. It's gonna be rough. As I thought. You may still weigh on me heavily, but I am absolved of my sins. I've had 100 years to process that and to redeem myself through my actions. You? Your sins are fresh. They're lance marks on your soul, deep cuts in your aura. Swallow your arrogance, novice. I know what you did, and I can't wait to see how you plan to make this right. Oh, episode 5. What? Rainy moods. I didn't even realize I was on episode 5. Damn. Dette 8:30 p.m. is the terminal. Ooh, who are these characters? Tuan, age 16, thinks he's smart. Not antisocial, just shy. Read a bunch of Wikipedia articles on optometry and considers himself somewhat an expert. Ah, one of those guys. Hannah, age 16. Knows she's too smart for her own good. Hobbies, people watching. Self-indulgent teenage angst. Taking advantage of the fact that she's too smart for her own good. Oh god, I have to come up with new voices for them. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so he thinks he's smart. So I'm not sure that alcohol actually makes you feel anything. In fact, going by its chemical properties, I'd say it's the opposite. Shut up, dork. We're planning a heist. Metaphysical debates about alcohol can come after. I should give her a softer voice. But this isn't metaphysics. I'm just talking about simple chemical interactions with your brain. Please, take the energy you're putting into penetry and redirect it towards the plan. The plan? The plan. What's the plan? I was thinking I could reach over the bar and grab the first bottle I see. Sounds risky. Very chaotic neutral. What am I looking at? What is this? Are these all the characters? And what's your alignment then? Neutral good? Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that would work. I'd say I was lawful neutral, but that's the coward's option. Yeah. But getting back to the plan. She already swiped it. My dude. Oh. Using your own pedantry to distract you was absolutely part of the plan. Wow, so little faith in me. Gotta minimize liabilities here. You're out here playing checkers while I'm six-dimensional upside-down laser chess. Shit. I've galaxy-brained this, and now I'm holding the fruits of my labor. Don't you mean our labor? Oh boy. If you insist. Give me a closer look at that. What sort of fruit did we pluck from the booze tree? Really stretching that metaphor out, huh? Yep. I don't recognize the language on this label. What? Let me look. What the hell? I don't recognize it either. Maybe it's a cipher? Ooh, I love ciphers. Who'd make you read a cipher just to know what you're drinking? A sadist? We could ask Maddie what it is. She's a sadist, right? Yeah, that idea sounds great. Let's go find her. Apart from the fact that we specifically nicked it from her. Oh, right. meant to be the lawful one here, dude. We agreed on neutral good. Me not challenging your assertion does not make it an agreement. Regardless. Wait, hold on. I sense a dark presence. Do you feel it? No, I don't feel anything particularly spooky in the air. Yeah, me neither. Ooh. Busted! Oh, the drink! Oh, okay. Hello, children. Oh, I see you've stooped to petty thievery. Alas! Sprung! Can't believe my heist career is over so quickly. Oh, don't give up on your dreams, kid. Speaking of, you know what happens when you drink this? I was assuming some sort of drunkenness? Does it make your teeth fall out? Well, last time I had a shot of this, I woke up in Adelaide. Whew. That is a completely different city, mind you. Wow. So the result was 700 kilometers worth of drunkenness and bad decisions. There you go. But I woke up 6 hours before I took the shot. Had to drive a rented car back and explain to Che why I disappeared without a trace and somehow accidentally time travel. Holy shit. Can we give it a try? God, no. You ever heard of liquor license laws? I'd end up in jail. I think it'd be an excellent, formative experience. My dude, no. That is not an experience you want to have. Nor should you. Getting so drunk to the point where you end up several hundred kilometers away from where you originally were, and somehow managing to time travel, that is not a drunk you want. Trust me. I mean, I haven't gone that far, thank Christ, but I've gone far enough in my day. Back in the day. Yeah, if you're not potentially teen drinking culture, you're a loser. Somehow I remain unconvinced by your passionate arguments. Same here. Maddie, I'm so with you. Well, we tried. You kids have way too much time on your hands, you know that. Better than not having enough, right? I'm utilizing my time to practice my skills. It's not wasted. Well, the non-existent industry sector that relies solely on the skill of reaching over bars and stealing bottles of enchanted booze is gonna be lucky to have you. Aw, that's so validating. Thanks. Can I get you two a coffee or anything? Hot chocolate? I'm kind of busy tonight, but I'm hoping that bribing you with free drinks will stop you from nicking my shit. I'll take a free drink. I feel guilty taking one, but since it was all Tuan's idea... Hey! But I'll graciously... Graciously! That's not even a word! How did I really gotta work on my reading. But I'll graciously accept your offer. Nate, what'll it be? Hot chocolates for the both of us. Hot chocolates for the both of us. I love her design. I love those earrings. Those spiky, poofy earrings. They're great. Alrighty. 2 hot chocolates coming up. Seriously, don't steal anything else while my back's turned, or I'll feed you to a spite elemental. I mean it. I wonder. Spite elemental? Maybe it's a metaphor. Is she saying that she'll eat us? Is she the spite elemental? Oh no. Maybe the real spite elementals were the friends we made along the way. Oh god. I hate this. Fair. Oh. Oh. Hello. Who is this? Who is this tall glass of... Oh, I'm sorry. Samantha. Age 32. Oh, oh, she's in my age range. Excusez-moi. Oh, God. How am I... Okay. American? Visiting Melbourne for work. Devastatingly patient. Oh, just like me. Trust me, kids. Oh, trust me, you kids don't want to meet a spite elemental. Have you? Yep. Got pretty close, not making it out alive. I guess you're in a fairly exciting line of work, then. I get that some... I can do better. Hold on. I'm trying to channel like a raven. Like from Teen Titans. Sort of. It's tough though. It's tough going that low. It gets that way sometimes. But spite elementals aren't exciting. They're terrifying. They suck all the air out of the room and make the world ache. And they don't die easy. Huh? That's kind of metal. You sure do need brass balls to face one down. And that's for sure. And a steely gaze? What? Because steel is metal, and I said it was metal, and then you mentioned brass balls, so... Hannah, please back me up. Nope, you brought this on yourself, mate. No. Nah, she's totally right. Ah! What's going on here? You bullying my customers, Samantha? Of course not. Good, because that's my job. Maybe I should go more lofty. Like the sorceress from Goblin Slayer. Oh, it's tough, and I'm terrible at voices. I can only do so many. You two should be enjoying the evening. There's a nice breeze blowing tonight. That side glance. Oh boy, fucking 3 more characters to add. That's a total. Okay, hold on. Shay, Keishan, Ashley, Ned, Madeline. Now we have Tuan, Hannah, and Samantha. That's 7. Plus all the story people. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should read all this just stories in my normal voice. That might help. That way I can preserve some of my voices. You remembered my name. That's sweet. Of course I did. You're interested. Doesn't that describe everyone who walks through your doors, though? Absolutely not. Especially not the way that you are. Some people would take offense to that. Your boss must be very different to mine. Well, my old boss, I guess. I'm my own boss now, actually. Apologies. Your approach to hospitality work is very different from what I'm used to, is what I'm trying to say. Figures. Where'd you work? Just some dive bar overseas. Wretched hive of scum and villainy. Star Wars reference. The owner would never shut up about treating every client like royalty. Sounds like a pain in the arse, if you ask me. I'm not asking, actually, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. So, I'll get you anything? Surprise me. You want me to pick something? Yeah. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Are they related to the drink? Yep. Shoot. Okay. What's your favorite white wine? Oh, you're not making me a wine cocktail, are you? Haha, nah. I'm partial to a glass of Marseille every now and then. Fancy. Next question. Have you ever read a star chart? Like in astrology? No. What? I don't put any stock in mysticism. Okay. Hey, this place isn't mystical. It's built out of cold, hard facts. I just don't know them all yet. Alright, fair enough. Last question. You're walking in the shadows of an ocean that seems to go into the distance forever. You can't see any land aside from the sand under your feet. Wherever you step forward, the sand sinks just a little bit. As far as you can see, there's no way to escape. Drowning is the only possible outcome. What do you do? Wow, I feel like you're about to pull off a Vite Conf machine or something. It's obviously some sort of test. I run, I swim, I dive when I can. And if I eventually drown, so be it. There's nowhere else to go, and no point to sitting and waiting for starvation or sharks or someone to save me. I have to take action. Interesting. So, what's the verdict? Samantha didn't get a response. Maddie's eyes had glazed over as soon as she'd answered the last question, and now she stood perfectly still, gazing intensely at the rows and rows of dusty bottles lining dustier shelves. Her lips moved, but no words came out. As Samantha watched, a flask of red liquor twitched seemingly on its own accord. Maddie craned her neck up at it and scowled. In response, a smaller bottle, next to the first, and surely only big enough to hold a few drops of something, began to glow. Her scowl shifted to a wry smile. Hello? Please, you don't need to open anything new on my account. Got ya! Oh. Your answers were interesting. So were your questions. I'm still having a little trouble figuring out how they relate to each other, though. It's not important. I'm trying to maintain a vague hope that maybe one day things might make sense. And until then, I just try to go with the flow, of course. Heh. Ah, I love this music. Sorry for trying to psychoanalyze you there. Try? Do you think you failed? No. What's the verdict then? Well, for one, you tend to accept things as you see them. You don't try to interpret things based off unrelated frameworks or through patterns. I said, you do try to make sense of the connections between things when you can. Well, it's no big deal if you don't. You just mark it as an unknown variable, move on. Now it reads to me as an intensely pragmatic approach. Would you agree? I suppose. You're the sort who don't buy drinks to enjoy them. You buy them as camouflage, to hide your face behind, to project a veneer of being untouchable while you watch. Watch what? Everything, I suppose. You take everything in the same way I do. So you're saying I'm attentive, but that I don't worry about instantly understanding how things are interconnected. Because you're confident that eventually you'll understand it anyway. Bro! Sorry if I peeked there. I saw it going to the yellow for a moment. But bro! I'm like that too! Dude! Ah! I found my waifu. How do you figure that? You've been washing my hands this whole time. Is that weird? To watch an attractive bartender mixing a very fancy looking cocktail? Oh no! Oh no, she might not swing that way. Ah! She could be by though. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. To appreciate a craft? No. But given just how interested you were in my hands were doing, I'll wager that you've got some experience in my field. Well, she did say that she was a dive bar worker, so you know. Oh. So, are you just really bad at picking up on what you're being flirted with, or... It's fine, sweetie. In fact, it's pretty cute. Oh, Samantha said that. Ah! I'm in alchemy! The field of alchemy! Uh-huh. I'm sure you're very accomplished in alchemy. Just take the drink. Damn it! Damn it, Maddie stole it from me. Ah! Shit, this is real good. Yeah? Too good to ignore, yeah. It's smoky, but bittersweet, and almost makes me feel like I'm reaching the end of something. Like I've got a lump in my throat from saying goodbye, but I can't quite tap into that feeling. Like, what did you even put in this? Mezcal, artichoke bitters, gold heart bitters, a slice of gorilla lime. Gorilla lime? That can't be a real thing. It's just hard to acquire. Called that because if you bite into it, you feel like you got punched by a gorilla. Physically? No, emotionally. Ah, makes sense. I am not a wizard. Prove it. That guy, the boss you mentioned? Yeah. He good to you? I'm sorry? Does he treat you well? Yeah. To a fault, actually. Far past the point where it's rational for him to still be nice to me. Good. Actually, I'm sorry, that reminds me, I have to dash. Got some setup work for a project to finish before the sun comes up. But without you here, who will enable my latent alcoholism? Eh? You can just reach over the bar and grab the gin. Tonic's in the bar fridge. Will do. Oh, they would make an adorable couple, though. Not gonna lie. I ship it. Come back soon, though. I'd love to discuss alchemy with you some more. Uh-huh. Catch you later. Wait, one last thing. What was the meaning behind the question about wine I like? Oh. I was just curious. The wine had nothing to do with the drink. See, that is true craftsman, true master craftsman, when all you need is a really weird question and you can immediately fucking just whip up this drink that's enjoyable. And all the other questions don't even matter. It's just the one that you need. Good on you, Maddie. Last one, I reckon. Does it have the Maggie caps in it? I think so. You can just call them caps, you know. They're built for something different. I refuse to use non-specific language. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're in there. Okay, what about the thing? You'll have to be a little more... Oh, you know. The thing. Sparky thing. Electric. Sweetie, how long have you been awake? It's better for you if you don't know, I think. Do you mean the voltage regulator? That's the one. Good job. It's in one of the other boxes. I don't think we needed the other one, though. Are you kidding? The last one literally melted. It's a good thing I have an extremely sick metal arm, otherwise I would have been badly injured. Yeah, thank goodness. Is there anything missing? I shall check. Need some espresso? I think I will literally die if I have any more. Hey, that's real mature of you. Nice job. Yeah, whatever. You can get me some chocolate if you want. Sure thing. Back in a moment. Oh, hey, dude. Where you been? Hey. Just chilling. Not much to do while you're waiting to die. Hey. Come on, Cooper. I know you're hiding down there somewhere. Hold this, will ya? Oh yeah, that was Keishan. He's waiting to die. He dead. He might join the council though. He's thinking about it. He's talking to Ned. Oh, actually, we might have that conversation now. I might have... ignore me. Did Ned really say that? Yeah. You believe it? I'm not sure. Well, it's not a lie. But it's not the whole truth either. And I don't quite have the time to untangle it for you. I've got a hungry teenager downstairs and a summoning ritual to complete. Ah, she's part of that too. Don't you take that judgy tone with me. Hey, far be it from me to moralize at you. Get a lot of that these days, mate. I'm just trying to keep everyone happy. Tough gig. I'll say. Heavy tonic, holding life and death in the palm of one's hand. Great man said that once. Extra points if you can name who I just referenced. Alright, now, if you can solder these two wires... Not those ones! Bloody hell. Who programmed you? Bet she's a jerk. Incredibly intelligent, but a very bad programmer. You're talking about yourself, right? What? Wow. You're really out of it, huh? Where'd you even pull this from? Leg holster? You aren't wearing a leg holster. Arm holster? Your prosthetic? It holds 6 million knives. Don't question me on this. I'm an expert here. I gotta think of a better voice for Ashley. A more kid voice. More girly kid voice. Hey, need a hand?
Dude, you should check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself.
No, that's not what I meant. Oh. Because he said, do you need a hand? Ah.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you can help.
Before I ask what you need, what are you even doing? Maddie mentioned a summoning circle.
Something like that. Never wanted to live forever.
I'll trade that just for having a second chance, honestly. Well.
Grab me that box, please.
You can't just leave that hanging like that?
Watch me. And while you watch me leave you hanging, you can go get that box.
That's as high pitch as I can go, ladies and gentlemen. Deal with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, this is really heavy. What's even in here?
100 meters of heavy gauge copper cable. A bunch of capacitors, and that I'm going to wire together soon. And some various bits and bobs.
That would definitely explain the weight.
Oh, there's also a bunch of clamps.
So what do you need?
Validation. Chocolate. Coffee. A school system that doesn't punish me for having weird and niche interests.
Oof. How do you even respond to that last one? I meant more,
Communism.
I think I can get you communism. Sorry. Oh, I don't think I can get you communism. Could you imagine? I don't think I can get you communism. Sorry. And isn't Maddie already getting you chocolate?
You're a terrible comrade, Kishin. If it wasn't close to hitting the LD50 of caffeine, I'd ask you for some coffee. So you can do right now is give me that sweet validation.
Okay. You're real thumbs up? Good human? I don't know what sort of validation you want here.
I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of trying things that are inevitably going to fail, and I don't know how much of my fault for not being good enough at monumentally difficult tasks. I'm used to being effortlessly good at things, but I feel like my brain is full of bees on this one. And can you deal with failure? And can I deal with failure? I don't think I can. I'm not equipped for failure. My entire perception of myself is that I'm good at things. I'm gifted and talented and incredibly afraid that I'm going to let people down at a vital moment. This is that vital moment. But I just sit here, paralyzed. And I rationally know that a lot of this pressure is just me being hard on myself. But Maddie and I, we tried this already. And we failed pretty bad. It was a disaster. I can't understate how badly it turned out. So even with all the prep I'm doing, is this enough? Did we learn enough to do it properly? Numbers and formulas and hard science are good, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm going to screw it up for everyone. And I'm so afraid of letting Maddie down.
That's heavy shit, mate.
You reckon?
Fully, yeah. I don't know what to say to that, except I don't think Maddie would ever feel let down by you. I know I've only been here for like 2 days, but her and Che seem to really care for you. And I'm sure that extends to accepting for who you are, limitations and all. Though honestly, I think you give off a pretty strong vibe of not giving a shit about your limitations. Or that you indiscriminately power through them with some sort of raw caffeine-fueled fury. Anyway, you're immensely powerful, and I'm terrified of you.
Aw.
Fair enough.
Shoot, I almost missed that.
I was never really super smart or gifted, or anything. I just floated through school and work, never focused on much except having a good time. I could definitely imagine the sort of pressure you'd have on you, though, especially given how big this task is.
Yeah.
So while I can't say for sure that this thing is going to be easy, or even successful, I do think it's important that you work on giving yourself a break from the weight of your own expectations.
But
It's not an easy thing, I'm sure. But my boyfriend is similar. He's very hard on himself when he feels like he's letting himself down.
so, it doesn't go away?
I don't think so. I think it just gets easier to deal with as you learn to be more empathetic to yourself. Self-forgiveness and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely took a good few years to even begin to be able to deal with his self-esteem, self-imposed shame.
I guess I can try that.
You can try that. Or you can continue to feel super bad about yourself all the time.
I mean, when you put it like that.
Right?
I hate how rational you sound.
I know. I'm disgusted at myself.
Aw. That was nice. Kishin's such a bro. Sup, nerds? What's going on in this thread?
What?
You're suddenly in a good mood.
Or maybe ate some of your chocolate.
Oh, I swear to God, if there isn't any left.
Yeah, I've been over this before. You'll comprehensively murderize me. Just don't worry, I only ate a little bit.
Excellent!
Is this enchanted chocolate or... Oh, sorry.
Is this enchanted chocolate or just normal chocolate?
It says Ashley's on it. Does he deserve to know?
I don't know. I kind of like the mystery.
It's completely normal chocolate, isn't it?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Can I have some then?
Eh?
Come on, you owe me.
For what?
Helping you set up all this?
Oh yeah, fair. Here's one tiny square of Ashley's chocolate.
This is totally normal chocolate.
Yeah? Did you expect it not be?
Well, you implied.
We never implied. You came up with that one on your own.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm bored. Later, dorks.
Don't you run off on me, miss. This magic cap bank isn't even half done.
I'll do it later. For now, I'm gonna take a nap under that table. Anyone disturbs me? Come on.
You'll be happy?
Confused?
Oh. Excuse me. Ticklish?
Extra hungry.
I will.
Mention me in your diary.
I will exact terrible revenge on you both later.
Geez, that phrasing definitely doesn't start with an M.
Bye.
Sausage roll! Hey.
I'm not being too hard on her, am I?
You? Nah, she thinks you're great.
Good.
I could probably stand to give her a break, though.
I mean, just... I'm expecting a lot from her, you know? Yeah. She does seem a little overloaded. Thought. Well, she didn't tell me if things were too much, right? She'd tell me if things... I don't know. It seems like she idolizes you. I reckon she'd pretty happy to burn herself out for you, you know? I just need her for the next 4 or 5 hours. Then everything will be okay. Is that what you're planning on performing the ritual?
This thing.
Yeah. What's it for, anyways?
Conduit ritual. Super forbidden magic.
Oh, cool.
Are you actually cool with this, or...?
Not hugely, actually.
Was it?
Well, you know, I was talking with Ned earlier, and... Actually, don't worry about it.
Hold on. Get out of here. Stupid pop-up.
It's fine. I don't care. What's it do?
You know how I took a couple hours from you down there?
Vividly.
It's just a bigger scale version of that. Higher capacity.
Who are you taking hours from?
Nobody. Don't worry, bud. You're at a deficit already. I can't touch you.
Right. Okay. So even if we're lying right now, shouldn't you have taken enough to pay off your debt multiple times at this point? Huh. The hours went for that? What the hell did you do with them then? Where'd they go?
For our research, we use the following materials. Wire of copper, heavily drawn. Jasmine chalk, not Dover. Sustained electric supply of at least 20 volts. Car battery. Capacitors comprised of... beep. Need better durability. However, we believe extra components are required. Our conduits' proprieties varied with the layout. Properties. Proprieties. Fucking idiot. Our conduit's properties varied with the layout of our summoning circle, and despite our departure from our test subject, during our trials, we were able to ascertain a number of efficiency-oriented refinements, as well as the absolutely necessity of living but non-essential vessel to act as a so-called storage container. More testing required, though. Obtaining a willing subject for future methodology evaluations without attracting the attention of the council will be difficult, to say the least. I stored them.
Stored them, you say? Emoshiroi. Doko desu ka, though?
I should have seen that. All those hours? All in this tree? In the tree! She's making a life tree. Hold on. My mic's loose. It keeps falling. Sorry. Just tightening my mic because it's being a butt. Okay. Oh, you were the high-pitched one.
I miss eating.
Why? What was your diet like?
I remember sushi.
Ooh, nice. Sushi? I thought you said you were a crab.
What? You think crabs aren't dexterous enough to make sushi?
Unquestionably, yes.
What is this sushi? It's delicious, is what it is.
Rice and fish and seaweed. Humans eat it.
And crabs.
I just don't know where a crab would find rice or a way to make good sushi.
I also ate garbage. Yes, I also ate garbage. On occasion.
Unbelievable, you two. Unbelievable.
Garbage is good for the soul.
Garbage is garbage. It's in the name.
What did you eat when you were alive then?
Grass. Just normal grass.
Boring.
And tree roots sometimes.
There are tree roots here, yes? Yes, there are. Why don't you chomp on them?
Well, I'm not hungry. We don't eat. And also, more importantly, they are powerfully magical. Maddie needs them. If we damage things Maddie needs, then Ashley will be disappointed in us.
A suboptimal state of affairs. I can feel the power in them too. However, I do not feel compelled to chomp on them. What a strange thought. Love to chomp. Chomp sushi. Chomp sandwiches. Chomp garbage.
You're so weird. I mean, to be fair, crabs do eat kind of a lot of junk. I think. There are bottom feeders technically. Oh my god, there were so many. And I only get to pick 7? Are you serious? Oh, okay. What sticks out to me? Chocolate. Chocolate. Of course, chocolate. Sparkly thing. Sparky things. Metal arm. Yeah. Analyze a cipher. Yep. Cipher. Maybe. Communism. Self-forgiveness. Very important. What you did. Pedantry? What is pedantry? Hold on. Choto mate kudasai. Onegaishimasu. Pedantry. Pedantry. Excessive concern with minor details and rules. Oh. Pedantry. Pedantry. I was putting too much emphasis on the ant. Pedantry. Focusing on too many of the small details. chemical interactions. I actually kind of like pedantry. I know a lot of people who do that, and it's tough. I mean, I even do that sometimes. So, let's go with that. Alright. A Sparky Things is an Ashley one. Okay, chemical interactions are guests. Nice, I needed some of those. Cypher is lore. Metal Arm is Ashley. Chocolate is food. Okay, that should have been another guests. And pedantry is guests. Okay, got a bunch of guests, a food, and lore. And a couple Ashleys. Nice. Nice and nice. Alright. Where are we now? Oh, we're in Ashley's room, I think. Ashley's Inventions 2. I'm not going to bother with that. Are these rocks? What the heck are these? Is that the only one? Oh, something down under. Oh, I could unlock it. I only have one terminal, though. Ah! Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So we have Ashley's Inventions 2. A letter from Sofia Cordova. Oh, okay, so this is the required one. That's the required one I have to read in order to escape. But yeah, I think there's only... Oh, I can walk through the table. Okay. I think there's only those two. It looks like there's only those two. And I don't think I need the terminal for anything else. I'll have to look. But for now, let's read a letter from Sophie Cordova. Okay, unless there is a specific voice, like from of the characters that I have already stated, I'm just going to be reading this in my own, my natural cadence, as it were. I didn't click read, like a dingus. My dear Maddie, thank you for getting in touch with me. Or perhaps I should say congratulations. I make such a point of making myself hard to find that it's always a surprise to hear from anyone. I sometimes find myself fearing the day when I'm considered by someone who isn't a fan of mine. Oh, I'll be contacted by someone who isn't a fan of mine, and who is more interested in locking me away than seeking my advice. One might think that people interested in putting me away would be more capable and in possession of more resources than those like yourself who simply possess curiosity. And yet it's always the latter who manage to break through the veil I've erected between myself and the outside world. You're the first in over 3 years to manage this, and so it is now time for me to find another hiding place. If your next letter manages to find me, I'll truly have something to worry about. If you're looking for a solution to the problem you've outlined in your letter, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. My business is that of teaching people how to ask the right questions so that they can find the answers themselves, not give the answers. After all, the most worthwhile answers are ones you haven't found yet. That being said, your question about time transference is an issue of special interest. The idea of storing vitality within the living, non-sentient creature such as a plant, one that is long considered, is one that I've long considered. The issue has always been one of the retrieval. If you did find a way to transfer vitality from plants into sentient creature, it would result in a tremendous discharge of energy. Such a great discharge that it would sure kill whatever subject was on the receiving end. Absorbing life force from something doesn't seem that it would do much good if it kills you in the process. Consequently, I've never experimented with the process myself. Apologies. Excuse me. If I have earned the reputation for being a rule breaker, there are certain things that are simply off limits. Your idea of using non-living soul as the target for transference is an interesting one. No risk of killing the vitality recipient if it's already dead. Of course, that would require finding a way to infuse a non-living soul with vitality in the first place. And being the most reanimation techniques involved in significant discharges of energy... Can I go back? I can go back. Cool. Oh, and being that most reanimation techniques involve a significant discharge of energy, using the vitality transfer as the trigger would effectively be killing two birds with one stone. Of course, reanimation is a far cry from necromancy, but if your only problem is one of living on borrowed time, well, you know better than I do how to resolve the particulars. I'm an alchemist, not a necromancer. I can offer you one piece of advice. These kinds of vitality transfers are not something to be experimented with. Any time that time is borrowed or lent, you are making an alteration to a ledger that the powers that be keep a very careful eye on. Even the smallest of disturbances is enough to attract their notice, and attracting their notice will put a quick end to any research you might be in the midst of. So, if you are going to try a vitality transference, don't experiment. Go straight for the end goal. If you're going to catch the attention of those whose attention you don't want, make sure the endeavor is worthwhile. If you have a good reputation, it would be a shame to squander it on something so trivial as to allowing a mouse a few extra seconds on the side of mortality. As they say, go big or go home. I appreciate your taking the time to write to me. You've given me new things to pontificate on, and perhaps one day you may see the results of that pontification. Pontification. Yeah, okay. In one of my future volumes. Of course, it should go without saying that you won't be able to reach me again, at least not the same way you did before. I've been found, and that means I need to do a better job of covering my tracks. While I rationally hope that I'll never find myself in a position where a fan's letter finds me, there is always part of me that hopes that one of my readers will manage to track me down. Who knows? Perhaps the next letter I receive at my next residence will come from you. Oh, I'm yawning too much. Stop it. I had an apple earlier. I should be wide awake. Apples provide a natural source of caffeine. Fun fact. It was only like an hour ago. My goodness. But I'm sure that you have better things to do with your time than try to track me down. This is a time to adopt a posture of a student and focus on learning. But it's obvious to me that you're someone who has spent plenty of time learning things and is now ready to do things. So do things, Maddie. Do big things. Do dangerous things. Do things that break the rules. Not all rules need to be broken, but if you're smart enough to find me, you're smart enough to know which rules are worth breaking. I'm grateful that it's always the reader's mail that seems to find me, and never the demands to appear before some sort of tribunal or committee. I used to think that this was a long stream of extremely good luck on my part, but over time I've come to realize that those who wish me gone lack the insight of the people who earnestly read my work. Readers such as yourself, who are the only ones who truly know me well enough to understand how I think and where I would hide. Bravo, Maddie. You've demonstrated your ability to think like me. Now you must learn to think like yourself. Yours truly, Sophie Cordova. So Sophie Cordova, if you couldn't tell, was an alchemist. Oh, Maddie's room is right, or not Maddie. Ashley's room. Ashley's room is right here. Wait, so this is This is above. This is on the second. So this is a fish tank. I thought she was like underground. I thought she was like under because this is a pier. Okay, so because I'm a big fool, and I had the curtain closed. You didn't see any of this, but this is the cafe. And in the cafe, there are more of these little things, like I just read, which are unlocked by the things that I got from the main story. See, this one requires death, mysticism, and Kishin, which I don't think anything else I have needs. Oh, and that's the thing I was doing. That's the thing I was doing that you didn't see, but now you saw it. I probably could have gotten away with just ignoring that and saying oops, but now you know. Ignore it. Oh, I got a food, but I don't have a Maddie, so I can't do anything with that. Oh, what do I need for the second fisherman again? I really like that story. Oh, I need another Maddie. Okay, I need to save the food though. I gotta try to get a Maddie quote. Or a Maddie experience. Yeah, I really need those. Honestly, those are like the ones I need the most. Can I do Ashley's journal yet? Nope, because I still need a Melbourne. Alright, fine. I'm gonna read this one. Because I can. Because I have the things, and I don't think I need these for anything else. So, let's do it. Funeral.
I've been thinking.
Uh-oh.
About the people that I've left behind. Well, I'm not going to see them again.
One of them could be about to walk through that door.
Don't taunt me with possibilities.
You brought it up.
Yeah, well,
He slumped over in a funk.
death has a real finality to it, you know?
Yeah, it does. Last death. The travel from life to death is a very one-way street for all but a few individuals. And if you're standing here, then it's a bit late for a chest patty. For chest paddles. I guess I'm thinking more about the fact that,
Oh, I guess I'm not...
Excuse me.
I guess I'm thinking more about the fact that I'm not going to see any of my old friends again. Not as long as they're alive, anyway.
And that does tend to be how death works. I hope you're not surprised.
I'm not surprised. But also, I wouldn't have been surprised if that wasn't the case, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure on at least one occasion I've threatened people by saying, I will haunt you. And now, that's never gonna happen.
Pity. You could have been someone's grudge ghost film. Guess that one's confined to the annals of Japanese horror cinema.
Hey, I was wondering, do you think there's any way for me to see what's going on at my funeral?
Don't.
Alright. I just thought, you know, it's kind of everyone's fantasy, right? To see what people have to say about you after they've passed. Wouldn't you want to see what was going on at your own funeral?
I think it's none of your business what goes on at your funeral.
Really? I mean, I think it's pretty common for people to plan their own funerals. At least, if
the go late enough, they can see it coming. Is that a typo? Is that a typo I see? This is an indie game, after all. So, no rats. It's okay. This is the first one I think I've seen. I mean, I've mentioned earlier in previous streams, but some sentence structuring is a little wonky. It works. It's just weird. But this if the go late enough. I think it's meant to be if they go late enough that they can see it coming. At least if they go late enough that they can see it coming. Yeah, it makes more sense if it's a they there instead of the. I think they just forgot to hit the Y, or it didn't get pressed all the way on the keyboard or what have you. I do that all the time when I'm typing. You know, I'd like to have my brother deliver a eulogy. Don't let them play any Barry Manilow songs, that sort of thing. Maddie blinked. You have a problem with Barry Manilow? No, I don't have a particular opinion of the man or his music. But a lot of people who are old enough to be planning their own funeral do. You can make your plans, but whatever unfolds at the funeral is up to those who attend it. Kishin blinked. What about the wishes of the dead? I thought you'd have a bit more sympathy for their interests, considering how often you interact with them. I care plenty about the dead. You're asking about funerals. Funerals are for the living, my friend. Kishin opened his mouth to respond, but cut himself short. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. I never really thought about that. Funerals are more for the living than they are for the dead. Because when you're dead, you're dead. Right? You're not gonna know about it. At the end of the day, like that's kind of it. It's more about everyone who's still alive banding together to remember you. Huh. That's a very good point. Bravo. Bravo. I never thought of it that way. I'm not sure what to say. If short on words but high on energy, you can expend some of that energy by carrying this box upstairs. She gently kicking a large says Maddie, gently kicking a large cardboard box that was resting underneath the counter. There's an alcove next to the bookshelf. That make a good home for this box. Kishin picked up the box, grateful for something to do with his hands. It was heavy enough that he had to make sure to lift it with his legs and not with his back, but not so heavy that he felt out of breath by the time he reached the top of the stairs. That's right, kids. You gotta lift with them legs. No back. Your back's not meant for lifting. That's how you're gonna throw it out, or crick it, or strain it in some wonky way, and then it will never get healed. Or it will heal very slowly. But your legs, you're always on your legs. Your legs are strong. You're always using them. You're always standing on them. You're constantly building up that muscle. Your back, how often do you use your back? Let's be honest. Your lower back specifically, because that's where you're going to put all the strain. Never. You never use your lower back. Use it maybe to sit up on the occasion, or to like adjust while in a chair, ever so slightly. That is nothing. Not enough. Legs. Always lift with your legs. Sage advice. His breathing was heavy, but not labored. It was a good feeling. It is a good feeling. Getting that, like... Okay, I'm sorry to... I'm going off on a tangent here, but it's reminded me of something that it's good advice. Or it reminds me of something that I feel a lot. Whenever I play Beat Saber, because I usually use that to kind of work out, in a sense. Get myself moving, because I don't want to go to the gym because, COVID and all that, and people, and I have to pay for it. And all that jam and jelly. I'd rather just, have fun in the comfort of my own room because I have space. So why not? Beat Saber. It's always after the workout. It feels so good. Like, I feel energized. I feel like pumped up, ready to smash the day into a billion pieces. That kind of feeling. You're like, yeah, let's get it. I love that feeling. I hate how often Beat Saber updates, though, and messes up all my mods. I guess not often. It doesn't do it super often. But when it does, it's just like such a because then you have to wait, and then it's a pain. Because mods aren't instant. They're made by people. They have their own schedules. So there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait for it. And I know I'm complaining, and that I probably shouldn't, but it sucks. It does suck, because it's just like, man. In any case, let's get back to the story. I've digressed enough. Kishin set the box down at the spot Maddie had designated and sat down for a moment, waiting for his heart rate to return to normal. It felt good to feel his heart beating inside his chest. This is how it feels to be alive, he thought to himself. Damn. I'm gonna miss it. Oh. That's a mood. Hey, yeah. Oh, but yeah, see, like, they're like on the water. So that's why I thought Ashley's room was underneath the cafe. But nope. Like, I thought there was a door somewhere down here, but I guess not. Can I do Beth? Can I do this yet? Oh, I needed the magic. Damn it, I could have done this one. Okay. Ignore that. You didn't see it. Okay, so I needed magic for that. I think there's a jar somewhere over... Oh, no. Ashley's Journal 2. I'm going to ignore that one because I haven't done one yet. Where's that jar? Here it is. This one, I need a Maddie. Oh, God, I need so many Maddies. I haven't done a single Maddie one. Cellar, staff only terminal. I wonder if I'm going to make it into the cellar at any point. Alright, well. Nothing else can be done. Actually, wait. Wasn't there one upstairs that I could have done as well? I think there's one in here that I can do. Isn't there? I can do this one, right? Oh, but I need the terminal. I need the coffee house. Okay, so I can unlock this one now, or I can save it and unlock the other one. You know what? I'm gonna unlock it now because I have it. I might as well. I think that's the point anyway. Unlock what you can when you can. And should I decide to go through this again, then I can save it for the other stories. And you know what? If I don't read all the stories, that's fine. That just means when y'all get this game and play through it yourself, you can find the stories on your own. Granted, I'm going to try to read as many of them as I possibly can because I want to know. Come on, I want to show you something. Come on, I want to show you something. I almost said that. Well, this is a Tuin and Hannah one. Hell yeah. For a moment, Tuin thought of grabbing Hannah by the hand to lead her, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. Something about the idea of holding her hand seemed simultaneously too childish and too intimate for him to try this early in the night. Oh, somebody's embarrassed. I mean, that is incredibly lewd, so it's fair. Ugh. I'm losing my voice. Give me a second. Hydration. There we go. Oh, were you talking to me? Someplace cool. He located a ladder heading down from the lower level and gestured to it. After you. And now you're asking me to be the first one to jump into a gaping maw of whatever monsters might be lurking down there. Hannah shook her head ruefully. Ruefully? Ruefully. What in all these words? Ruefully. In a way that expresses sorrow or regret, especially in a wry or humorous manner. Ruefully. Okay. I shake my head ruefully at you. Where have all the gentlemen gone? Tuin smirked. I think gentlemen might say, ladies first. And I think a lady might say, I'll stand quietly behind when you deal with the street ruffian. Go ahead, barrel face first into danger. I'll follow behind. Oh. Well, technically I'm going feet first. You know, going down vertically and all that. My head is actually the last part of me, and will be arriving at the lower level. Are you going to keep standing here, bantering, or are you going to show me whatever's down there? You seemed enthused by the idea only a few moments ago. I guess I got distracted. I guess I just got distracted by your cattiness. Hannah got on the ladder, on top of Tuin. Don't look up. Trust me, you won't get the show you're expecting if you do. Fine. Tuin descended the ladder, keeping his gaze decidedly horizontal. After arriving on the level below, he studied his feet until Hannah landed beside him. Hannah joined him in studying his feet. Oh please, don't tell me you're one of those freaks who's obsessed with his sneakers. Nah. Just the kind who finds the sight of his own shoelaces a safe distraction from whatever he's trying to avoid looking at. Oh, good. Did you hear about the brawl in Darwin? No. Well, it was actually Darwin, California. You know, these international news sites. Anyways, trying to sucker me into reading stories about that happening in America. Wait. Oh, always. Use your eyeballs. Use your eyeballs. Anyway, nobody was hospitalized, but several kids walked away with that store with black eyes to show their friends. I can understand the collectibles are a big deal, but come on. We live in a society. I don't think I'll ever understand sneakerheads. Wait, that's actually a thing? Yeah? You didn't know about it? It's real big with hip youngsters. I guess I don't pay very close attention to the behavior of hip youngsters. Well, it was evident from the moment I laid eyes on you. But you seem adventurous enough. Maybe one day you'll encounter one of them. On that note, what are we here to see? Tuin led Hannah to one of the portholes in the room they were in. Look at this. Whoa. This is indeed a porthole. No, I mean what's on the other side. Yup. That certainly is water on the other side of that porthole. Hold on. There's supposed to be a what? I don't want to spoil the surprise. Well, you've effectively replaced my awe and wonder seeing the sea through a porthole in the basement of a Melbourne cafe with a feeling of disappointment that I'm not seeing whatever it is I'm supposed to be seeing. Tuin checks several of the other portholes. This is weird. It's usually... The sound of something landing behind them caused Tuin and Hannah to spin around and face the ladder they'd just climbed down. A girl with twin tails stood up from the crouching stance and dusted herself off. Did you just jump down? Oh, nailed it! Nailed it! Yes!
Yep. It's only 10 meters.
And to think, we wasted our time climbing down that ladder, like schmucks. So, Tuin stood, gawking at the girl for a few moments. Sorry, I don't remember your name.
I'm Ashley. I guess turnabout's fair play because I don't remember your names either.
It's Tuin.
And I'm Hannah. You two know each other?
Hannah said to Tuin as she pointed at Ashley. Oh. You two know each other? Yes. We know each other so well that we greet each other by asking each other what our names are. That's a great reading ritual. We should try popularizing it. You know, normalize introducing yourself by name, even to people you met before. I bet it would save some people from a lot of awkwardness. Not everyone is good with names, you know.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna start doing that.
Hannah shot a glance at Tuin, and he grinned. So, what are you doing down here? Damn it, okay. I'm 1 for 1. So, what are you doing down here? Here to kick us out? Is this a no patron zone?
No, it's no problem. But I was eavesdropping.
Tuin's eyes widened, and he looked at Hannah, but Hannah seemed to be more amused than upset at Ashley's appearance.
And it sounded like you weren't seeing what you wanted to see. So I thought I'd come down and take you lower.
Oh? Where am I being taken now?
About 1,000 fathoms is where things start getting interesting.
How much is 1,000 fathoms?
It's about 1,800 meters.
Oh. Dang it, even said it there. It's about 1,800 meters. Sounds like a lot of climbing. Guess I should have brought better ladder climbing shoes. That sounds like the lament of a non-sneakerhead.
Oh, no need to climb. Just hang on a sec.
Ashley walked to the panel with several mechanical levers, and after several moments of water outside the porthole began changing hue. Oh, the water outside. What was that? Okay. 1 for 2. What was that?
Swordfish.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it was a sailfish. I'm pretty sure you made that up. No, really. They're a marlin, and they have a long bill like a swordfish, but also have a broad, erect dorsal fin. If you had left the word erect out of that sentence, I might have believed you.
No, he's probably right. I've seen him down here with the marine biology books. He's a huge nerd, so I definitely trust his word over mine. Well, I'm glad that's settled.
You can see what I'm working with here, though. Right? It's tough. The part about being a nerd, I mean. I think the sailfish with an erected dorsal fin still sounds like a sketch. Sounds kind of sketchy to me. Eventually, the room stopped descending, and Hannah looked outside the porthole. Now I see what you were excited about. There's a lot of stuff going on down here. Hey, nerd boy. What's this one called? Tuin tried to follow Hannah's pointing finger. Which one are you pointing at? That shark-looking thing. It looks like a big... It looks as big as a whale. Oh. That's a whale shark. See? I knew you were just making up names.
No, that one's right. That one's one of the few I know because it's easy to remember. It's a cross between a whale and a shark. Whale shark.
So? This is the level of ocean where interspecies romance happens? There isn't actually any whale DNA in a whale shark. It just got that name because of its size. It's the largest known species of fish. Anna shook her head. First it's a whale shark, and then it's just a shark, now it's a fish. Tuin, the thing you need to know about making stuff up is you need to stick to one version of the story. Sharks are fish. You didn't know that? And they have gills. I'm kind of surprised you didn't know that. I don't think you're one who should be surprised by any of this. Everything that you've shown me down here is thoroughly weird. Me not knowing that sharks are fish, that seems very normal to me. I actually didn't know that either.
Don't tell nobody. Although looking back, that makes a lot of sense.
Hey, Ashley. Did you know that sharks are fish?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know why I did Tuin's voice for that.
This is my first time hearing it, too. Must be another made-up Tuin fact about marine biology.
Tuin shrugged his shoulders. I guess so. The truth is that I'm just really creative and good at making up so-called facts. The part about me being a nerd who spends his time studying marine biology must be a lie.
No, that part I believe. Me too.
The trio stood for a few moments, wavering between looking at the porthole and looking at each other. The awkwardness hit just a few seconds before Ashley spoke up.
Anyway, I figured this is where you two wanted to hang out, so you go. 2,000 fathoms. Give me a holler if you want to go deeper.
Ashley walked to the ladder and disappeared through the hole in the ceiling. Okay. Cool. We had a Hannah and Tuin moment. What am I stuck on? Oh, there's more than one. Oh, no. Tankery 10? Oh, I cut it on this one, too. Samantha sat alone. Oh, it's a Samantha one, too. Ah, fuck. My wife. My necrobarista wife. No. No, I need... okay. I'll have to get another terminal. I want that one. I want the Samantha one. I want to hear more about Samantha. Okay. Let's keep going with the main story. I think that's all I can do for now. I mean, come on. Come on. Date 10 p.m. The terminal. Hello? Ah! What was that? I said, can I get 2 lattes? Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you want those takeaway or not? For here, please. Go take a seat. I'll bring it right over. Or you'll break a cup. Ah, crap. You're right, mate. Yeah, all good. I should really get Ashley to do this. Sorry, what? Nothing, just talking to myself. Alright. Yeah. Where's the broom? Ashley? Where's the broom? Ashley? I need a hand. Come help me. Come on, I've got to find a broom. Atta girl. That is the second time she has face planted into the bar. Oh, you poor girl. Hey, are any of your friends around?
Probably.
What? What? When did you teach him to do that?
I didn't. That one's just weird.
Uh-huh. How you doing, kiddo?
Sleep deprivation's kicking in.
Sometimes I feel like nobody ever sleeps in this cafe.
Except Kishin.
He has slept a lot while he's been here, hasn't he?
It's because you keep getting him drunk.
What? I haven't done that once.
Not you. I mean,
You? So, not me at all, but Maddie and Ned. Gotcha. Those brigands.
You're telling me.
How's Maddie doing? Well, probably not so good. Or maybe she's doing alright. Alright, they're having their conversation in the basement. Whew.
How close you been done?
Fairly close. I'm not super worried about getting it done without Ashley either.
Rad.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh, just that, I think I understand everything now.
And?
That's all.
Well, I appreciate your restraint in not generously supplying me with your moral take on it.
Ha, no worries. I don't want to be that guy.
Dang, I'm actually gonna miss you once you're gone.
Wow. Are those some honest feelings coming from you?
Eh. Doth thy icy facade crack?
Doth thy icy facade crack?
The correct word there is doest, and please, don't make me take it back. Doest? Yeah, doest thy icy facade crack?
I guess you really got into the whole boatman of the river Styx thing, huh?
Is that what you think I am?
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
You don't feel that way. I don't know if the metaphor is that accurate, but...
Oh, there's like is there like water? I can see why you draw parallels, but this place serves more as an entrance. You have to come here on your way to the next place, but it's on the route for sure.
Just a stopping point on the highway to hell.
Oh, I'm sorry, we don't allow AC/DC references in here anymore.
Well, I tried. We're less on a highway,
We're less on a highway and more on a embouchure to the Empyrean. Embouchure? Embouchure? Oh, I've heard that word before. To the Empyrean. You want to get real fancy with the wording, that is.
An entrance to heaven?
Very roughly speaking, yeah. But hell, I haven't even seen the other side, so I can't even say for sure. I'm fairly certain there's something there, though. Which, I don't know. I can take comfort in that, I guess.
I can take comfort in that, I guess.
Oh, and speaking of comfort, how you feeling?
Like every particle of my body is slowly moving away from me.
That was rather eloquent.
What use is feeling pain if you can't find the fun way to describe it?
Day 2, 11 p.m. The terminal. My head freaking hurts! It sucks and stuff! I keep telling you, the painkillers will take effect in a few minutes.
I'm gonna stop yelling about it until they do!
You know, some philosophers believe that experiencing pain is one of the best ways to make sure, you know, you're alive.
That sounds fake. Which philosophers?
Famous ones?
Oh my gosh, you're actually just making it up!
Possibly.
You could have sold it better. Say, some famous singer said it instead. Cross that generational gap. You gotta appeal to the kids! I feel like every time I do
But I feel like every time I do that, I just end up looking like one of those old guys who's afraid of wide-range social shifts.
I mean, you are old.
Am not.
You're like 6,000 years old. You gotta give me one.
Fine. How's your head feeling?
Still sucks.
How about we grab a drink and go sit outside? It's nice and cool out there.
Do I have to?
Yep. nice, almost midnight bevy. Maybe not bevy. Maybe they're just having a cuppa. How you feeling now?
Better, marginally.
Come on. I'm sure the drink isn't hurting.
What even is this?
I put 6 sugars in it.
You know me so well. So, how are things at home?
Did it again.
Meh.
What's that translate to in old people language?
Things are normal, I guess. Mom's nearly alone. Done with her PhD.
That sounds good.
It is, probably. But she's pretty busy, so that means we're stuck eating microwave dinners at night.
Ah. That explains why you barely left the place since last week.
I mean, I'd be here anyway.
True. You did ask her, right?
What, if I could be here?
Yeah, don't want to invoke her wrath, do I?
Haha, she doesn't worry about me too much. Remember when she talked to Maddie's about liquor licensing laws, right?
I think that was more of a lecture than a conversation. After all, Maddie wasn't doing anything wrong aside from letting you hang around after hours. Still, I'm amazed that Maddie didn't just tell her that we're technically subject to regulations since we're not registered with anyone but the council. Didn't just tell her that we're not technically subject to regulations.
She made the right choice. That would have been an ugly argument. But anyway, she's fine with me being here. She's got my mobile number, and as long as I respond to her check-ins, she's not gonna come and get me.
Good. I wouldn't want to worry her. Oh, that was sudden. Ah. Wonderful.
My arm will get wet.
Oh, don't worry. You can dry it off outside, inside. Just try and enjoy the rain.
Okay.
I was joking about fake philosophy earlier, but I really do think it is important to take a moment to enjoy things when you can. Rain can feel oppressive. It can stop you from going outside, doing the things you enjoy. But there's nothing like the smell of rain before the sunrise. Ooh, amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
Patrika.
Yeah, it's faintly magical. Did I ever tell you that?
Only about 100 times. I can hear it 101 times. It's okay.
Oh, that's right. That is the word for it, I believe, is petrichor. That's the word for the smell of rain. For those of you who didn't know, there is a word for the smell after a rain. Oh wow, they actually do petrichor. They pronounce the tri. Interesting. The pleasant smell that frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather. Alright, I'm actually getting kind of wet. Let's head in. So, given the fact that I'm very obviously a dork with a bleeding heart, it's definitely safe to assume that I've let people other than you stay longer than they're technically allowed. You're so emotionally repressed that I never could have guessed. It's actually impressive. Well, you know, we've all got our ways of coping with persistent extreme stress. Millennial things. Yep. But yes, I do understand how you feel. Separation. Difficulty keeping your thoughts together. Base level feeling that something's slightly askew. And the fact, not the feeling, that your time is up.
never loved facts. Me neither. Honestly, I don't think it feels like having a cold, just without any of the physical symptoms. I guess that description works too. It's not quite as compelling as the one about your particles being repulsive, though. Boy, that's definitely not what I meant by that. Isn't it? It's about time. Oh boy.
I can't believe I created these beautiful creatures and you turned them into dumb waiters.
Alas, such is life. They gotta pay the rent considering how many cups they drink.
That's a feature, not a bug. It's to make them seem more alive.
You've taught them to intentionally drop coffee cups in the name of verisimilitude? Verisimilitude? Verisimilitude, yes, yes. Verisimilitude. God, another fucking word. I gotta look it up. I'm looking it up. Deal with it. Similitude. The appearance of being true or real. Verisimilitude. Another excellent word.
Maybe.
I'm gonna get Maddie to start ordering cheaper cups.
See, I'm promoting efficiency in our procurement cycles.
I hate whoever gave you that management book.
I'm sensing some hostility. Do I need to talk to HR?
Who's our human resource manager? Oh no. I'm sure it's very good at its job. Not just busting coffee.
Unhand me. Ah, Maddie wants us downstairs.
Oh, I suppose she's done setting up.
I'm glad she was able to do it without me.
You had a good break, kid.
Gosh, so proud. Taught her everything I know.
You are a gremlin, you know that.
Of course. Shall we?
Oh man, we're getting to it. Oh, this is from the beginning. How close are we going to zoom in? When's it going to stop? We're still going. Okay. Day 3. 12 a.m. Basement. Yeah, this is the opening. I don't know who this is, though. It's so bloody damp down here.
I know we're in a cellar, but I don't suppose you have a window we could open or anything.
Yeah. We've got a vent that leads outside somewhere. Maddie, can you open it up? Get some fresh air coming through. I'm pretty sure it's got a dumpster or something sitting on top of it right now. Besides, I'm busy. Just grin and bear it. Can we get this over with? We've done this before, old man. You know it takes a while to set up. Calm your farm. I do not appreciate your tone. Sorry. Can we get some more lights on, maybe? With all the crap we've got scattered around the place, I'd like to at least know where I'm putting my feet. Ashley, would you mind? Good, I was guessing right with Che. Glad for that. Yep, here we are again. Thanks. Ooh, I wonder if you heard that. That was a gnarly crack. You're more organized than last time, Aussie. Practice makes perfect.
Hey, Maddie. How much more wire do we need?
I think this is enough. Great. Now...
Che?
What's up, little P?
I found your chair.
Aw, thank you. So, this whole thing. Surely it's not legal, yeah? Yes, the council found it confronting. For good reason, I suppose. Because it utterly upsets the natural order, mate. It's not just bureaucracy. Shush you. Most rules can be bent after all. And Maddie has particular fascination with breaking rules.
Hey, don't give her all the credit.
Bah. Is this related to her gambling for time? Mm-hmm. So, the transfer. Was the same sort of magic we're doing now, yes. The council successfully suppressed all available information about it, though. For good reason. What happens if something goes wrong? Well, you don't tend to mess up more than once. Or try again after you fail, for that matter. What do you even call this sort of magic, then? Question's irrelevant. Because it's banned.
Badass? I call it badass.
Well, by definition, it's a conduit ritual. But, looking past all the smoke and mirrors and fancy names, you can just call it... Necromancy. All those hours are in this tree? Why did you hoard the hours here instead of using them to pay off your debt? Why would I use them to pay off a debt if I could use them to save a life instead? Oh shit. Alright. How can I help? Oh, saving a life. Oh, the plot thickens. Book close. Will the subject please step forward? Council Gazette. We regret to inform you of the passing of Che Wu, a beloved fixture in Australian alchemical community and owner of the Terminal. As an innovator in alchemy and material spellcraft, and as a friend to anyone and everyone who walked through his doors, he will be missed. Che is dead? You ready to do this again? Sure. Try not to kill me this time. Cool. Ashley, let's do this.
Ready when you are.
Wait, is Maddie a heterochromia? Did I never know? Have I not noticed that? Like this. You have reservations. It's an unnatural to store hours. It's unnatural to store hours in a non-sentient being like this. I can still feel pain. And this is a very painful process. Oh, it can still feel pain. For everyone involved. Yeah? Yeah. Guess it's time for us to watch the show. Let's see how badly this can go wrong. Yay. Calculation. Solution. Separation.
conjunction, putrefaction, congelation, cibation, sublimation, fermentation, exaltation, multiplication, projection, conjunction. Good enough? Ashley?
Everything's normal on my end.
Looking good. So, let's get started. Increase the power 80%. Cibation.
Holding steady.
Cool. Next segment.
Activating.
How we doing?
It's still fine. Conjunction's about halfway open. Just concentrate.
Uh-oh. Having some issue here. Hey, we need more power.
Yep, ramping it up. I don't know if she'll melt our conduits, though. Oh, crap. Yep, our conduits are definitely melting.
Ashley, languid. Cibation. Fuck! Bypass it.
I can patch the wires, but I don't know what else I can...
Do that, now.
On it!
How close are we to finishing the cibation?
We're about 90%.
Uh-oh. The electronic couldn't hold. Shit! Shit, shit, shit!
Are we gonna try again? I think I have to reinforce the wires and that'll fix it.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it until we make it through. Do or die. Reset, then start again. Calcination, separation, conjunction, libation. Ooh. They're going again. Ah, not again.
Just a couple seconds more. And... you've got it!
Yes!
Beginning sublimation?
Sublimation.
You've got this, Maddie. What's next?
We open the connection. Now all we've got to do is transfer the time.
How you feeling, Che?
I don't know.
Che?
Uh-oh.
That don't look good.
Sublimation. No!
Okay, we won't stop.
We've gotten this far. I'm not giving up now, damn it!
Maddie?
I can't hold on to it. It's slipping out my fingers.
Energy levels are dropping again.
See if we can keep it going just for a few more moments.
Rerouting. We could try again.
I don't plan on stopping.
I think the conduit's only gonna last one more go, then it's kaput. And maybe you're kaput too. I don't know.
Shit. Alright, Ashley, take your position again. We'll get it this time. Stop. Just stop. No. I've nearly got it, I swear. You are not going to bring me back. No. I've humored this enough. You've done your best, but this task is beyond you. I need to move on, and it's time to make your peace with this instead of trying to pervert the natural course of things. You never asked me if I wanted to stay. You just made the choice for me and hurt yourself and everyone around you in the process. Oh. Let me leave. I should have let that sit for a minute. Jacoby, you're a goddamn bin chicken is what you are.
What?
No way. Crabs don't eat sushi or garbage.
You don't know that.
Yeah, well, you know what does eat sushi and garbage? Threshcorinus molucca, otherwise known as the Australian bin chicken.
Well, we find that term offensive. We're actually white. Ibis.
Aha!
Ah. Incriminated yourself there.
I'd expect nothing less from a bin chicken.
Damn it. Okay, so moving on.
Classic misdirection.
No, seriously, did you two see what happened back there? Yeah, that was rough. And yes, the thing with the ritual was also rough to watch. You weren't here when Che died, but...
I remember. They just behaved like nothing had happened.
Oh?
My impression was that neither of them had ever remotely considered the possibility of failure.
Idiots.
Yes, but now only here because of them, so we should be respectful.
It seems to me like nobody in this cafe really seems to think things through. Yep.
This place has a weird effect on people.
Too much magic in the air, maybe?
Who knows?
Will they be okay? I don't know how to forgive something like that. Being kept here against my will, while my very essence breaks down. That is what I believe kids these days call a party foul.
Honestly, I don't know. I think Maddie probably has some self-reflection to do. Yeah. Ooh, that was a big reveal. Maddie's been keeping Che around. Okay. I gotta get some Maddie ones. Sod. Old guys. Eloquent. AC/DC. Millennials. Ritual. Okay, good. I got another magic. Nice. Oh, that's also magic. There's a Maddie. Hell yeah. There's a Che. There's a Melbourne. Good, good, good. Guests. AC/DC's the terminal. Nice. I got a nice spread. Cool. I needed a lot of these. Okay. We're back to the terminal. Nice. That's a pretty decent spot to end. And now we're underground. But with that, I must sadly close the curtain. on this chapter, quite literally and figuratively. Actually, more literally than figuratively, but you get my drift.